Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Mo here, hanging out in my studio, but with a very special guest, Dr. Cofrancesco, who teaches business technology at University of Advancing Technology. Dr. Co, why are so many universities offering these programs now, and why should one consider a business technology program?
Years ago, technology was taught actually separately from business and management programs, meaning not even mixing the two classes, the two topics together within one program. What happened is we discovered that technology people actually couldn't really communicate very well with business people at all. And management and business people know their area, but they don't really know technology. So instead of coming together like this in their work together, they're actually butting heads. This is very problematic because they can't come together and create products and services that really enhance our lives and our communities.
What's the difference between UAT's business technology program and others?
The traditional way of teaching is go read a couple of chapters. Here's a few articles, read them, study them, learn them, and write a paper about it. The newer method that's been adopted by some, but definitely not all universities, is the more practice-based approach, the approach that's focused on practice or doing. What's only done in the world's elite educational institutions, which is teaching through experience. It's called experiential learning or teaching. So in this method, we don't say, here's the materials, here's the chapters, here's the articles, go read and study, and then solve a problem, which is good by itself. We say, here's the problem. Now use these materials over here to go and figure out how to solve the problem. So in that way, the prof isn't even lecturing. We don't stand in front of the classroom for an hour and say this and that and provide chunks of knowledge. We say, here's the problem. Here's all the information. You've got your library of resources. Go for it. And in this method, it's extremely challenging for the students. And instead of us focusing on distributing chunks of knowledge, we actually teach students how to think their way through problems. So we're teaching them to think. We're not teaching them chunks of knowledge.
Does UAT have any unique courses that we should know about?
I teach a class called Design Thinking, where I teach students methods of thinking to design products and services that people actually want and need. And so this is great because you think of the traditional environment where this happens in the workplace, and the manager will typically walk into the meeting room and the employees are gathered around, and he says, come on, folks, we need a new great product. Let's go, think outside the box. You can do this. And he leaves, and everybody looks at each other and says, what the heck does that mean, think outside the box? How do you think outside the box? And so we teach actually methods of thinking outside the box, essentially. So that's really beneficial. There's another class called Thinking Strategies, where we teach other ways of thinking as well. So therefore, instead of not only do we have the classes, not only do we incorporate cognition and thinking into our classes, but we actually have those particular separate classes. The student who comes to UAT for either our business technology bachelor's or master's program is going to learn how to bring together the whole concept of technology, and that could be whatever their field is, by the way. It could be programming, game design, cybersecurity, whatever it might be, together with organizations, and that means knowledge of organizations and certain functions there. That could be marketing, finance and accounting, especially management, right? And work together with other human beings with togetherness and unitedness with and through technology. That's what you'll get. I'm proud to say, actually, that it's going to be a challenge for you.
Dr. Co, I appreciate you for breaking it down like that. It's super helpful for not only myself, but everyone else that is curious about everything that University of Advancing Technology has to offer. In fact, if you have any questions or you want to check out more on what they can offer you, hit up uat.edu/mo.